the best in the city today on The Express at the 2010 Vancouver Magazine Restaurant Awards. On today's show,
there's a criteria of food, but it's also definitely about the ambiance, the service.
The coveted crown of Chef of the Year.
I think it's kind of funny that we won it together the first year that we weren't working together.
Props to the premier crew.
It's pretty tough, it's pretty tough, all those wonderful meals. And
the tasty truth about being a judge.
Today is to thank all the people who helped us get here. And I don't just mean customers who come to our
and the
doors.
Lifetime Achievement Award winner.
I mean all the chefs who are in many cases top chefs in Vancouver restaurants.
See that and more, local expression. Welcome to The Express at the 21st Annual Vancouver Magazine Restaurant Awards. This is a chance to honor the chefs and the servers who have put and continue to keep Vancouver a star on the international foodie map. Up first, we have a story of brotherly bonding and our first award for Premier Crew.
Here we are.
Do not adjust your set. You aren't seeing double, but you are seeing twins.
Side plate to the left, we'll pop that down there.
And they're sharing this year's Vancouver Magazine's Premier Crew Award.
Thanks very much. Please enjoy.
Thank you.
We've been in the restaurant industry for about 15 years now.
15 years, yeah.
We actually got hired on the same day back in '95, busing at the Beach House restaurant.
And until a few months ago, both brothers still worked at the Beach House. That is until Dave stepped over to Chin Chin.
Enjoy the appetizers.
You miss them sometimes, but we still managed to do
Sometimes.
some.
It's a bit awkward not having them there the first bit when I first started working here, but I've sort of gotten used to it.
What hasn't changed, though, is the brothers' commitment to excellent service.
Oh, sorry. Pardon my reach.
You just got to read your guests. You got to know if it's a family or if it's a special wedding or an anniversary dinner.
I really want to make sure that the guests leave happy and that they leave like they've been given something, an experience to remember. I think it's kind of funny that we won it together the first year that we weren't working together.
The dashing duo have had to share a lot of things along the way, and the Premier Crew Award is just one of them. Still, they don't seem to mind.
Pisano Reserva.
I never really thought about it. I always thought, just go in, do your job, do the best you can every day, and I feel honored. It's an honor to be recognized.
It's really nice that you get a pat on the back to let you know that they appreciate the good work that you do.
All right, thank you very much. There's food, and there's and wine, and there's atmosphere, but the one thing that ties them all together is the service. If you have the three but you don't have the service, your restaurant's probably not going to make it.
I'm Erin Shaw in Vancouver for The Express.
The twins were hired at the Beach House restaurant back in 1995, and they still try to work together whenever they can for catered events. Now on The Express, we're going to take you back 21 years ago to find out how the Vancouver Magazine Restaurant Awards started and where they are today with the BC food scene. Congratulations, another fantastic event. It's exciting to see everybody out gussied up for another big party.
Well, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, things are getting off to a good start. This is the 21st Annual Magazine Awards. The first ones that Mac Perry conducted involved a few people standing around an office and the certificates being handed out. And we now get, 800 people come out. Every year it grows a little bit.
One of 19 judges for the Vancouver Magazine Restaurant Awards. People must always give you a hard time about this being the best gig.
It's pretty tough, it's pretty tough, all those wonderful meals, and, I can't really complain at all. There's a criteria of food, but it's also definitely about the ambiance, the service. If you were a guest coming in, from out of town, how would you feel that sort of from the second you walk in the door until when you leave? So it's more than critiquing the food, for sure.
The importance of the awards in the community is clear. They take them very seriously, and we take the judging very seriously for that reason. It's a real boost to win an award, and I think a lot of rooms that come close kind of vow to do better next year.
The people who appreciate these awards the most are the smaller quality restaurants, because they really need the support. And a lot of these people aren't necessarily making a lot of money, and they really appreciate just being recognized and meeting each other. It's a terrific networking event. It's the one time a year where all the people in the industry get a chance to have a drink together and shake hands.
Still to come on the show, we'll find out who wins Chef of the Year, Restaurant of the Year, Best New, and as a little hint, we're also going to hear again from Sinclair Phillip of the Souk Harbor House. But right now, it's time to find out who the winner is for Best Thai.
Yeah, that chili and garlic smells nice, man.
Owner and executive chef Angus Ann oversees the daily ingredient prep at Mainam Restaurant on West 4th.
I think Mainam really understands the idea of balance, which is very important in all Asian cooking, but especially with Thai cooking, that balance of heat and sweetness, salty and sour.
Mom, when you get a chance, just cut that prawn in half for me and expose the tamale. What really makes me excited about cooking at Mainam is the research part, because we are very recipe oriented. We try to research all the recipes in detail so that our flavors and technique could be very authentic. So there's a lot of research involved, there's a lot of travel involved. This menu is, because of my last trip to Thailand, is quite northern focused.
I think Angus is really so grounded in so many things. I mean, he worked in Montreal, so he's grounded in French technique and North American technique. He worked in Nam in London, which is probably the most famous Thai restaurant in the world.
We try to utilize local sable fish. We use Pemberton beef. We have, right now the spot prawns are in season. We try to utilize that. So not only we source things locally, it's also very seasonal as well.
The hot and sour spot prawn soup was prepared with locally grown lemongrass and cilantro.
So I'm going to take out all the aromatics that we were just blanching, with the exception of the chilies. I'm actually want the chilies back in there to get more spice. So these go in for just 30 seconds. Okay, so we finish with the fresh herbs. There, that's it.
And you see what I mean? There's some sour, there's some sharpness, there's a little bit of heat, a little bit of sweetness, but none of it overwhelms the prawn.
I really like the vibrant flavors and intense but fresh flavors, all kept within a certain balance.
Mainam is a real breath of fresh air in the local Thai scene. It's, instead of the usual kind of sweet, heavy curries that you get elsewhere, you get a real sharp, spicy, fresh brightness here. They really know what they're doing. It's very, very sophisticated.
In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
Mainam directly translated means mother water, and Chef Angus's wife, who's a Buddhist, suggested the name to him. You're watching our Vancouver Magazine Restaurant Awards Express special, and here's a look at some of the other winners.
Stat Canada, who says that most restaurants, 80% don't make it past 5 years. So we made it. Curtis Cole.
Thanks very much. I think that this award is all about community and the very strong, tight wine community that we have in Vancouver.
Still to come, the Green Award.
Peelings or whatever, it gets composted.
Absolutely lovely. His product is absolutely amazing. It's so simple and so perfect.
Best Last Course. You're watching local TV on The Express.